Hey everybody, welcome back to part 2 of our tutorial series on importing your Adobe ID Mixamo motions into iClone. So like I mentioned in the first tutorial, there's a huge library of free motions available if you have an Adobe Creative Cloud ID from Mixamo, just on this website right here, mixamo.com. And I'm going to show you how to download those and apply them. You may encounter some complications, so I'm going to show you how to bypass those complications. In the first part of this tutorial, we just did the automatic conversion, kind of showed you how to save motions and import them and everything else. But in this tutorial, I'm going to talk about custom T-poses and everything like that. Alright, so again, keep in mind you need to have 3D Exchange 6.52 pipeline in order to proceed with this tutorial. Alright, so what we're going to do is on the Mixamo website, we're going to go to Browse Animations, and we're going to download a couple more animations. Now, in this tutorial, we're also going to import the character meshes as well. So the rigs, the meshes, and everything. And this is why we need to mess around with the T-poses. Alright, so let's get started here. Now the first thing we're going to do is go over to Animations, and we can select any random animation. We're going to import in our beta character first, which is the default character that comes with Mixamo here. So let's try something interesting like this running jump one. I think is pretty cool here. So you can see it'll default to the beta character. This is our default beta character. You can see him doing the running jump like that, which looks pretty cool. Alright, and so we're just going to go ahead and view download that. And we're going to go to Q download here. Now make sure in this tutorial you want to export with skin, export FBX with skin. So that'll make sure we have our actual character there with the mesh and everything. Alright, so let's go Q download then. And we have this running jump beta. Make sure it's ready for download. And then just go ahead and select download. And running jump.fbx, it'll download to our downloads folder. So let's go into 3D Exchange now here. I'm just going to go ahead and open that. We have running jump.fbx right there. Okay. And we'll just press OK. And now what's going to happen is it's going to come up with a notification window that says it's detected for auto conversion a Mixamo beta character. So this is an automatic conversion with 3D Exchange 6.52. All right, so 3D Exchange 6.52 will automatically detect this particular beta character. Okay, bone structure and face mapping. And do you want to convert it to a non-standard character? Let's go ahead and select yes and press OK. And so it'll bring our character here in a perfect T-pose. And we have this motion we can preview right here. We don't have to characterize it because it's already been done. It's already been converted. All right. So what we're going to do then is if we want to, apply it to iClone, we can go ahead and you can see it's already a non-standard character there. I'll go ahead and apply it to iClone. And if we go over to iClone here, we can see our character loaded in there. We can go to our content window. Let's just expand this a little bit and find a random motion, iClone motion that we can apply to. Say for Mixed Moves character creator Mixed Moves male here, we'll just apply this idle to Neo motion here. Alright, so you can see it's fully compatible with all of iClone's motions. And if we want to apply that motion from Mixamo into it as well, from 3D Exchange, we'll just go over here and under our motion library, we can select apply to iClone here. And then if we go back over to iClone here, you can see we've now replaced that with the running jump motion. Pretty cool. Okay, so he just does his jump right there. Really cool. Alright, you can save this character as well. Now we're going to import in a couple more characters in just a moment here. These ones present different challenges. One will have a custom T-pose, and one will have to load in a custom T-pose that's provided with 3D Exchange 6.52 as well. So let's actually just delete our character from iClone right now. We don't need this guy on the screen anymore. Let's go over to back to Mixamo here and go back to the Mixamo store. So let's go into from feature, let's go into animations over here, and let's just choose a cool looking zombie walk animation. You can see this one right here. I kind of like this one. First we have our zombie character Derek that I've had previously doing his zombie walk. I'm going to change this character actually, and we're going to change it to, if I go to Mixamo Characters, there's a whole bunch of characters here that will kind of correspond with this procedure that I'm going through right here. The one that I found is Yaku Ignite, I believe, wherever he is, somewhere on here anyways, maybe page 2, I believe. If we go down here, yeah, Yaku J Ignite. I'm not sure about the naming of that, but anyways, so this is the dude. You can see he has a samurai sword through his body, which is probably not cool, probably pretty uncomfortable, but we're going to be downloading this. So let's go ahead and download it. And you can see here we get another preview window, and you can modify all the values again right here. And just go to Q download. So in this case, we're going to export with skin, and if we select with skin, it's going to export with the the character mesh that you see right here below you. So I'm just going to go to Queue Download, and that'll download over here. You can see it's processing, and it'll be available for download in just a moment. But let's go ahead then back to the store, and let's go to animations again. Let's choose a different animation. This time I'm going to choose a YMCA dance right here. Okay, and this is a pretty universal dance. A lot of people should know this. So we got the guy with the sword through his chest. We're going to choose a different character in this case, and I'll show you the reason for that in just a moment. In this case, we're going to choose that Derek zombie cop that we saw earlier. So he's, despite being undead, he's pretty happy doing the YMCA. And let's go to view download this one here. All right, and same thing, queue download. We're going to choose with skin and FBX format, of course. Queue to download. All right, so let's go ahead and start downloading these then. The walking right here, I'm going to download that one, and let's download the YMCA dance as well. Now the first one I'm going to import in is the walking.fbx. I'm going to go show that in my download folder right here. And let's go ahead and click and drag that into 3D Exchange, which I already have open right here. All right, there we go. Now what's going to happen here is it's going to import in. There's not going to be any notifications. And you'll notice that a lot of these Mixamo characters on the right-hand side here, if we go to the motion library, they include a T-pose called Take 001 and also the actual animation here. All right, so there's the actual animation. However, what we need to do is we need to harmonize this T-pose with our own T-pose. We need to characterize our character and convert it to a non-standard character, so it's compatible with iClone's character rig, okay? So let's go to convert to non-standard here. Make sure your character's in the T-pose before you do that, by the way, otherwise it won't work. And go to presets, custom, and just go to My Human IK, because all the Mixamo animations correspond with the My Human IK rig. And it'll automatically rig up all the bones for you. And characterization is finished. And if you want, you can select active T-pose, and you can see this is our T-pose, and it looks pretty similar. If you want to get, picky, you can go over here to properties. I believe it's called properties. There we go, yep. And make sure your active is on, and just set auto height and spacing for your feet. Just a little adjustment there, but everything else should be just fine. Right, you can test out other motions as well if you want, like the basic run, for example. Now he's looking healthy, like he doesn't even have a sword through his stomach there, or through his chest. All right, so then we'll go ahead and select convert after that, and we'll press OK. And now, you can preview the motion again. Same motion, everything is okay, but this time our character is now characterized. He's now a non-standard character. So what we can do is go up here, and it'll say type non-standard character, and we can go ahead and select apply that to iClone. And then if we go into iClone, where is it here? There we go. You can see there's our dude looking not too healthy in iClone. And if we want to apply that animation to him, all we need to do is go back down to our animations now, and right here it'll say apply to iClone. Now let's go ahead and select that. Back into iClone, you can see he'll start his zombie walk right there. We can go back to the beginning and see the entire thing. So obviously in a lot of pain there, and basically that's complete. So that's the first step of how if you encounter a character that doesn't automatically convert, like the beta character, you'll need to make sure you select that T-pose again in 3D Exchange. Select the T-pose up here, and then go into convert to non-standard, and everything from there should be okay. So let's take a look at the next example here. I'm going to go ahead and open the next example, the YMCA dance. Now, with this character, you'll see when it imports in, it'll detect that it's a beta character. Well, first, it'll show this notification here, so make sure that your morph keys are FBX version 2011. Okay, so this is an important little tip for you guys for 6.52 anyways. And press OK. Now, it'll automatically detect that it's a beta character, although it's not. It'll say, do you want to convert to a non-standard talking character? We'll press yes. So maybe like in the first tutorial, it'll be okay, but you'll see obviously that this guy is very far from okay. His legs are backwards and his thumbs look pretty disjointed up there and everything like that. So, if we want to test out this motion here in the preview window, the YMCA, you'll see it's a kind of a, it's just wrong. It's just the wrong YMCA. Okay, the legs are messed up and everything like that. So what we want to do again is convert to non-standard here. This is the first step we want to take. And now you'll see, whoops, okay, so it didn't include any T-pose, so it'll automatically go to something like this.
So what you want to do is deselect active here, and it'll get even worse. And then just go over here to load T-pose. And there'll be a preset here called MyHumanIK Mixamo 01. And what you want to do is you want to load in that T-pose, that custom T-pose right there. And then you'll get this right here. And if you go to active, it'll show the active, and his feet will go back to the ground plane, everything like that. And if you want, again, you can go to properties and adjust the auto spacing for the feet and the auto height for the feet, just in case. And of course, if you want to have foot contact and hand contact for your character, then you can go up here to floor contact. All these values right here. If you just click in the little fields there, you can adjust the hand contact by taking these little points and kind of just clicking them and moving them. I'm not going to be too picky about that. The foot contact looks like it's A-OK. And these can probably be moved up a little bit actually. There you go. All right, and that's pretty much it. So again, you can test out stuff like the basic run, or we also have like a zombie dance. I think it's very suitable for a zombie character. This is how I imagine zombies would be dancing if they could dance. All right, and let's just go ahead and convert that again and press OK. So now again, we have that option at the top, and we can double click the YMCA to test it out. Wow, now it's a lot better than previously. And a lot more comfortable too. Alright, so let's go ahead with this character selected. I'm going to go back into iClone here and let's deselect this character. Now, again, we can apply this to iClone, but I'm going to show you how to save the character and the animation to iClone, just as an aside here. Okay, so we can go apply to iClone and save that animation and everything. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go up to Export to iClone. Also use the Control-E hotkey. We have Export Geometry. We'll call this Zombie Cop. Alright, so this is the geometry, this is the mesh, the actual character, and the rig and everything like that. And then go down here to Export Animation, and it'll export as YMCA Dance Mixamo.com, whatever you name it in the Perform editor. Okay, if you want to change the name, you have to change it here. And then we'll export it to our default destination, which is the custom folder for iMotions, and I'll show you that in just a moment. We'll go ahead and press OK. Alright, successfully exported. So let's go back into iClone here, and we'll have our two zombie dudes in just a moment. So I'm going to go to Actor, and the custom actor folder, custom avatar folder rather, is where we'll find Zombie Cop, probably at the bottom, because it's a Z. And there you go, we can just load him in. And once Zombie Cop loads in, you can see he's not dancing as of yet, but we can make him dance by going up here to Animations, Custom, and go to Motion. And then under Motion, we'll have the Zombie Cop right here, the Zombie Cop folder, and then the YMCA Mixamo.com dance. So we can apply that to our Zombie Cop. Boom, there you go. Dancing the night away. Boogieing down. We can also apply that to the other character as well. Since they're universal, they can do the dance together. And if you want to loop it, press F3, go into the timeline. Make sure your looping is selected, motion track open, and click and drag. Same thing with this dude. Let's make sure we have object related track selected. Oops, this is the guy I had selected. Okay. There we go. And now we can make them do the YMCA for as long as we see fit, since they are our 3D zombie slaves. Alright, so keep dancing, boys. So that's about it for this tutorial, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you learned a lot on the YMCA, on how to import the Mixamo motions in different situations where you may need to harmonize the T-pose with the iClone rig, and how to do that, how to load in the custom Mixamo T-pose that we have prepared for you, as well as the characters that come included with their own T-pose. Alright, so make sure you check out our forums over at forum.reallusion.com and our YouTube channel as well, and I'll see you in the next video.